this is Donna Reish, aka Language Lady, and I'm here today to tell you about some of our letters and sounds products that you can find at CurClick, Teachers Pay Teachers, and Teacher's Notebook. To start with, I have my little friend Aaliyah here, and we've been working on the alphabet this summer with some of the letters and sounds products. And specifically here in front of us, we have our ABC cards. This is the letter card and the picture card, and I'm going to tell you more about that in just a minute. We have our alphabet sound poster for the letter D, which is coming soon, and we have our little ABC rhyming book, one of them. So to start with, Aaliyah, you want to sing our D Says the Sound of Duh song? Yeah? D, we've got to say it to Mary Had a Little Lamb. All right, are you ready? D says the sound of duh, sound of duh, sound of duh. D says the sound of duh, duh in dog and deer. Good. And the sounds, the pictures, and the song is provided in the Letters and Sounds song packet that is coming soon. And the same pictures that are on the Letters and Sound packet are also the same pictures that come on the Letters and Sound ABC picture cards that I'm going to tell you about in a little bit. Before we go over there, let's also take a look at another product that's coming up called the Little ABC Rhyming Book. You want to hold it again while I read it? We've been working with this one today. Here we go. D says the sound of duh, 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 duh. The darting doves laughed and played while the double donkeys disobeyed. D says the sound of duh, 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 duh. The dizzy dog ate dessert while he dug in the ground for the darkest dirt. D says the sound of duh, 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 duh. The dreamy doll with her hair a mess danced around in her dotted dress. Did you like that? All right. And for our little ABC cards, we have the one-sided cards out here. These are actually need to be made on the card so they lie flat, but this is just on paper. But we have the ABC cards so that Aaliyah can practice matching her letters with their sounds. So Aaliyah, can you tell us which one the bed and bike goes with? Good. What is this one? B. Right, and it's a big B and a little b, right? And so you can match those up. All right, Aaliyah, thank you very much. Okay, I'm going to tell you about the Letters and Sounds program, the picture cards and letter cards for today. First of all, when you purchase the Letters and Sounds card set, you get a set of two-sided cards which come like this, and that is for you to cut out, and then it looks similar to this whenever you cut it out, so that you have the front and back. It also comes with a set of just the letters, like this, and a set of just the pictures, like this. All the way through the entire program, even when you get into some of the stuff that's coming up, has the exact same pictures for the exact same sounds. So that's what it contains. Let me tell you a little bit about what makes the Letters and Sounds cards unique. First of all, the Letters and Sounds program comes with 33 alphabet cards and 33 picture cards, whether you're doing the two-sided or the one-sided. And the reason that it has that is because when you go through the first time, all the vowels have the short sounds. So the A, the first time through, has accent apple. This is important to me especially because I don't like it when you have like an axe and an acorn on the same one. I think that you should keep with the same sound the first time through. So the first time through, all of them have the short vowels for A, E, I, O, U. And the other reason why and then later on, it has the long ones. So whenever it has the long vowels, it'll have the long vowel pictures. So 26 letters all the way through, and then ape and acorn later on after the 26. And then the two additional ones are for the soft C and G. And this is all explained in the foreword to the book. It explains how to use the cards, and it explains a lot of details about it. They all have upper and lowercase letters, and they are primary with lines. So this means that the letters are just the same exact letters that a student will write. So the font is the same as a child's penmanship, with the circle and the line, as opposed to what you might consider to be a typewriter letter. It has the line so that the student always sees the orientation of the letters as she works with the program. So when she's matching her cards up and so on and so forth, she sees the orientation of the capital to the lowercase. Also, each of the cards has the uppercase and the lowercase, because this is a very difficult skill for students to get, and that is to be able to figure out which capital goes with which little, and so on and so forth. So that is given together so that the student constantly sees the uppercase and the lowercase together. The picture clue cards are really important and were really thought through carefully. First of all, they are primarily from the Dolch and Fry word list, the beginning word list. So these are pictures that they're going to be reading pretty quickly after they start learning their word families and how to actually read. And then, secondly, as I mentioned, it's only short vowels the first time through, and then 5 long vowels. Also, each picture is clear. This is gum, this is goat. It's not something that is vague. So you won't see, for example, a dove, where the student has to know that that's a dove and not a bird. So ambiguous pictures are very confusing for new learners. So the pictures are very clear. Whenever possible, the pictures are one syllable. There were times, like in apple, for example, and in elephant, where we did use more than one syllable words, but in those cases it was only in situations where the sound is very distinct, even though it's a multi-syllable word. So the sound is more distinct for young children in one-syllable words, so whenever possible we used one-syllable words. But then we also had another prerequisite. I looked at the Dolch and Fry list first. I looked so that the words were one syllable. I looked so that the sounds were very clear. There was no ambiguity in the beginning sound. There were no diagraphs, very few blends unless the sound was just clearly heard in that blend. And then lastly, I wanted to make sure that they were nouns as much as possible. There were a couple like quack and extra when we couldn't find enough nouns that were recognizable, and in those cases we used a verb or a sound, but for the most part they are nouns. And so those are just some really important things about the cards. When you are working with introducing the letters of the alphabet to your student, this is also available. It's also in the front of the letters and sound picture cards, and this is the alphabet laid out in the way that you sing it. Kids usually learn to sing the alphabet song when they're very young, and so when you introduce the alphabet to them in printed form, you want to do the sound sight recognition. You want to be sure that the letters are in the same order as the song. So when they sing the alphabet song, it's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, and so that the songs in each line, the letters in each line of the song line up. This comes in the front of the ABC cards with the preface and with the opening information. It has the uppercase, it has the lowercase, and then it has the upper and lowercase together. The cards all come in alphabetical order, and I know that there's some debate on introducing the letters of the alphabet, and some teachers are very alphabetical order, and I understand the reason for that, because students usually do know the ABC song, and so you might want to introduce it in that order since they know it in that order. But then others want to do like frequency of the letters so that they can keep, for example, the B and D far away from each other, or the short A and short E far away from each other, short E and short I, and so on. So once you cut out the cards, you can go in any order that you want in order to introduce them. The little tip about the ABC song, because I know that kids learn the ABC song and then they sing it real fast and they run all the letters together and they, L, M, N, O, P, and they think that's one word. They don't realize that they're separate letters. So just a little tip here that I found with young learners is to tell them, yes, you can sing the song fast. You can sing it as fast as you want, but not until the end of our time. So instead, start out painfully slow as you point to the letters. A, B, C, D, and make them go with you that slowly. Otherwise, there will not be any correlation between the letter that they're speaking and the one that they're singing. And then the next time, go a little bit faster, but still slow, and keep working through it. And then when you get to the end, they can do their crazy fast, that doesn't make any sense, and you can't even point anymore. But by knowing that they're going to eventually get to do that, they'll hopefully go more slowly as you go through the alphabet. I recommend starting out using the mixed page because it has both the upper and the lower, and then practice with the uppercase and the lowercase. Also, what you call the letters is really important. With my learners, I call the uppercase letters capital or big, and I call the lowercase letters little. It's fine if you want to call them uppercase and lowercase letters, but it's important that whatever your students call the letters is also what you call them. And so you can use the cards in a number of ways. So once you cut them out, you can have the two-sided cards like this to practice with your student. So in this case, it's just simple recognition of the letters. This is A, this is B. I mean, this is A, the uppercase and lowercase, but I even say, you know, this is big A, this is little a, and have the student say that also. You can also use the back side for flashcards for picture recognition, first of all, because they have to know that this is an axe. The pictures are pretty common, as I mentioned before, but every once in a while you have something like a yak, and so it helps to do flashcards with the pictures as well. And then with the two-sided, you can show the letter, have the student say the letter, and then ask her what sound it makes or what the picture clue is. Picture clues are extremely important in learning the alphabet. They're also important in learning a lot of things, as you'll see in some of my grammar programs. But with that, I always try to use the exact same picture clue words. So whenever I talk about short A, I always talk about the axe and the apple. I have worksheet pages with alligator and astronaut and acrobat and some other things in it. But for their clues, when they're learning the sound, I always use the exact same one. So you can use flashcards. You can turn it this way and have the student guess the letter that it begins with. So that's some ways that you can use the two-sided. The one-sided, you can just use these for letter recognition. You can just use these for sound recognition. And then you can mix them up and have them play matching games with them, have them just working one-on-one with them, have them tell you which letter it goes with, and so forth. So the letters and sounds, ABC and picture cards, have a lot of uses in the preschool and kindergarten classroom as well as in the homeschool, and I hope you'll check back often as we put our other products up. Our ABC sound song is really great for learning the beginning sounds, and the little ABC rhyming book is a lot of fun. So we'll be putting more things up, so check us out. Thank you.